Welcome aboard Thames Sailing Barge Victor, born in 1895 and still going strong.
Take care, see you next time.
See you in a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You're going around the corner? Now. Have a chat over the weekend, please. Alright, Steve. Thank you, mate.
Just it.
We're back aboard Sailing Barge Victor for the final leg of our day sailing trip on the 14th of January 2015. So far, she has carried a group of RSPB bird spotters up the River Stour to Mistley from Halfpenny Pier at Harwich and brought them back again safely, with probably hundreds of photos and some stories to tell their friends and families. Now she has to sail back up the River Orwell to her home port of Ipswich, where she'll berth alongside the old custom house, and hundreds of people will be glad to see her as they walk past on their way to and from their workplaces. As the barge makes her way across Harwich Harbour, we can see just why the harbour has always played such a key role in Britain's maritime life and trade. It's a really big area of sheltered water, surrounded by ports like Felixstowe, Harwich and Parkston Quay, and the old naval training base at Shotley, now a leisure marina. Up the River Stour, where we've just returned from, the port of Mistley. Up the Orwell, the port of Ipswich, which we'll sail past in a couple of hours. The only day you won't see a ship moving is Christmas Day. We'll be seeing more of the Orwell as we continue to follow Victor through her busy year. But now the skipper's asked me to try my hand at the wheel, so we've just come past the Royal Harwich Yacht Club at Wolverston Marina and Cat House, where in times gone by, legend says that a stuffed cat was put in the window to show smugglers there were no excisemen about. Ahead, the Orwell Bridge, built in 1982. It's become something of an icon for the town of Ipswich, and sailing under it marks the beginning and end of every voyage for Victor. For no good reason, I always find it more impressive than sailing under its much bigger sister at Dartford on the Thames. Perhaps it's just that you can see so much of the bridge and the still open countryside around it. Despite Felixstowe's growth as a major global port, Ipswich is still an important seaport in its own right, with a recorded history dating back to the 7th century. Every year it handles around 3 million tonnes of cargo in ships weighing in at less than 16,000 tonnes deadweight. Victor's berth is in the wet dock, which was originally opened in 1842. The entrance, originally from the New Cut, was moved to its present position years later, when the lock and its gates were installed. Today the porters made a level to let Victor through into the dock without having to work her way through the lock. Ipswich's wet dock is mostly dedicated to recreational sailing these days, and the once thriving quaysides are mostly filled with flats. But there's still a wood import quay and a length of commercial quay for special visiting vessels. There's also a busy waterfront social scene near Victor's berth too. The mate's standing by with the boat hook, ready to come alongside.
feet, 10 feet. Yep. Okay. There you go, she was fast.
That completes our first trip on the Sailing Barge Victor. We've been out today with the bird spotters from Harwich, and I think they had a terrific day. And to be absolutely honest with you, I had a terrific day as well. I've steered a barge, which is the first time I've ever done that in my life, and discovered that when I thought I knew how to steer a boat, I got it all to learn, because these things go somewhat sideways. But having said that, great experience, fascinating to see people handle boats of this size when the skipper and his first mate bring this barge into the dock. There's no fuss, there's no bother, they just head in, and before you know what you're looking at, they're alongside and secure. Brilliant. We're going to see more from Sailing Barge Victor as we go through the coming year, 2015. We'll be along to probably join in the fortnight, don't ask me to sing. We'll be going down to the dry dock at Malden to see her out of the water and have a look at the underside and see just what a box this boat is. We're also going to have the chance, one in every 5 years chance in fact, to see her prop shaft as that's withdrawn, and then we'll be with her right through the rest of the season. So we'll get an example of all of the kind of things she can do. Amazing things, barges. This barge has been in business for 120 years, and I wonder if it's got 120 more to go. The way people love their barges is quite possible.